If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, November 22nd, 2012. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Today is Thanksgiving Day in the United States, and one person who has plenty to be thankful for is Nick Korth, a junior at UC San Diego. He had a great meet at the Arena Invite last weekend, posting a very fast time in the 100 and 200 breaststrokes. And Nick joins us now in the Finis Monitor from San Diego. Nick, good to see you. How are you today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, but probably not as good as you. Had a great meet at the Arena Invite, 54.2, 158.1 in the breaststrokes. Got to be real happy with those times.
Yeah, I'm always happy to swim fast, and always, of course, I'm looking for faster times. But at this time of the season right now, I'm pretty pleased with how I'm doing, as well as the rest of the team. Yeah, I know those weren't your lifetime best. So, what was the level of preparation for you for this meet? Was it a half taper? Well, the meet started on Thursday, and I was still working pretty hard on Monday, so it was almost like a drop taper. But for the most part, I didn't get that much rest. The coaches are still pushing the team pretty hard, and come time for big meets like that, you have to step up and swim big.
Well, I want to talk about that 200 breast. As I said, it's 158.1. Now, I'm not sure if you realize this. That's the second fastest time in college right now across all divisions. You're swimming at a Division II school. So what does that make you feel to know that among all college swimmers, Division I, II, III, NAIA, that you've got the second fastest time right now?
I'm pretty pleased to hear that, especially for a Division II program. Swimming against big schools like Stanford, it really shows us shows the school and the potential that we have and puts us on the map. And hopefully, empowers the team a little bit and gives us a little bit more confidence going into the next season, or not the next season, but next semester with nationals and our conference meet and such.
Well, talk about that, swimming against teams like Stanford at the Arena Invite. What was the mindset among the team there at UC San Diego, knowing that you guys were going up against a big team like Stanford?
Going into the meet, we knew it was going to be really hard to make finals. We also knew that, in order to swim in finals, you have to swim big in the morning. So the first day was a little bit nerve-wracking, but having big swims from different individuals like Dane Stassi in the butterfly events, or some of the women swimming their events as well, especially 2IM, it put a little bit more confidence in the team. I know, Thursday night when I had the 200 IM, originally it was supposed to be 7 Stanford guys and myself, but 2 of them scratched out and 2 BYU guys joined me, so made it a little bit more easy to get up there knowing that it wasn't just Stanford. Last year it was 7 Stanford guys and myself. Was a little bit nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, you have to swim fast.
I wouldn't call that really nerve-wracking. I would call that pretty inspiring to know that among all those Stanford guys, you're the one representing all the other schools in that event.
Well, I like swimming fast, and with all the hard work that we put in, it's really nice to see that everything comes to fruition, and hard work does pay off.
Just want to remind people, for those who may not even know, you won the 200 breast your freshman year at NCAA Division II championships. What were the emotions for you, and how have you been able to continue through your career having done so well in your freshman year?
Well, I went to UC Irvine my first year, and they cut the swim program before I actually got there. So I kind of reevaluated my life, wanted to see if swimming was something I wanted to do, and I took off a quarter, and I decided that I wanted to continue training, and UCSD picked me up, gave me a shot at swimming again, and I wanted to prove them and everyone else that I still had it, that I was available to do this. And going to nationals, I was pretty nervous. I had a lot of big competition, and come time for finals, my coach is like, just go out and have fun. It's just one swim. It's icing on the cake. You made nationals, and let's get it done. So I went out and swam my own race. When other guys were kind of passing me a little bit, I knew I had to stick to my own race plan. And ever since that, I've kind of done my own thing, listened to the coaches, and even when it does get a little bit harder, and I don't feel like I'm doing what I need to do necessarily. It's nice to go to the coaches and have them reevaluate and just tell me that I'm doing everything I need to do or what I need to change. And just putting my trust in them, I've been, able to be pretty successful so far. And, I'm always hoping for more. So just got to listen to the coaches and hope for the best, this season, next season as well.
Well, sounds like UC Irvine's loss is UC San Diego's gain. It's probably been a really big motivator for them to know that you've been able to kind of boost the program's visibility. That you can win NCAA's your freshman year. Tell us more about the team. It's a combined team, correct? The men and women swim together?
Yeah, it is a combined team, and that's something that I really do like about this program. There are a lot of schools that have just a women's program or the men's program's not as involved, but we train with each other each day. Both coaches, Corey Falcon and Matt Macedo, coach both of the groups. So it isn't just one main coach for the men's team and then women's team, but everyone kind of shares and works out with each other, and it brings a nice family atmosphere. And of course, it's the guys don't want to lose to the girls, and the girls are pushing the guys because they're doing well in practice. And the excitement that it brings to the practicing competition actually makes it much more enjoyable and easy to train, easy to focus. The women are cheering for the men during their events and vice versa, and everyone gets behind each other. And it isn't just one swimmer anymore, swimming their own event. It's the whole team behind them, and it's nice to know that everyone gets to work together and everyone's got your back.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went to cover the Division II championships last March. It's a combined meet, and UC San Diego being a combined team, it definitely looked like it was everybody out there swimming with everybody else. When you guys start a new season, what is kind of the major focus or the goal going into each season?
Well, of course, it's to win NCs. But in order to do that, you have to create a lot of smaller steps in order to achieve that dream. So, of course, we have our own goal meetings between the genders, but then we come together as a team and say what we'd like to do. And, countless times we've had many guys and girls say support the other team. So support the women's team on the men's side or support the men's side from the women's team. And, set different goals like that, qualify people at arena for NCs, just kind of get it out of the way. That way we can train through conference. And we put times up as well as far as what we'd like to achieve, but at the same time, it's not necessarily time standard. We just want to make sure we're working hard, give 100% each day, or give what you can, and just try not to waste any practices. And those are probably the basic ones. And then of course, people go into their own individual goals as far as how they like to do it at the end of the year, whether it's academics, because academics is a big part of UC San Diego, and everyone wants to stay eligible. So that's pretty important for us. But at the same time, we do want to have a good time, and we do want to make sure that this is a family atmosphere, very enjoyable, and that by the end of the year, we've done everything we can, and we're happy with the results.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to that NCAA title last year. I believe both the men and women were third.
No, men got second,
and women
got third.
Yeah, so you guys were pretty close to taking down Drury. I'm sure every year you guys want to be the ones to do it. I know Wayne State did it on the women's side; they took down Drury, but I'm sure that's got to be right at the top of you guys' list, is to be the ones to do that this year.
Yeah, we'd like to beat them, but at the same time, maybe Drury gets third and someone else gets first. So we're not just going to say, let's beat Drury. Our goal right now is to win, and right now I'm sure that they're going to be a big contender as always, and the team has to work hard, but it would be nice to win. We've got 2 more years here, or this year and then the following year, so it'd be nice to take home a national championship.
Well, you got a pretty big contender in your way in the breaststroke events, E2 Carvinen from Grand Canyon. I'm sure you've got him on your mind every time you're doing a hard breaststroke set, knowing that you got to get past him to repeat as champion again.
Mm-hmm. I follow college swimming pretty avidly, looking up times every week. And there are a bunch of other guys on the team that do the same. And, we keep each other in check as far as what we have to follow. And E2's been putting up a lot of fast times, and same with a bunch of other swimmers. So it's hard knowing what exactly they're doing. But at the same time, it pushes me to drive myself a little bit further. And of course, I'd like to win a national championship individually. But at the end of the day, I need to score more points for my team. So if that means taking second or third place in other events, but still swimming a full course load of 3 relays and 4 individuals, then I'll do that at the end of the day rather than trade in one relay and two individuals just to win like one event or two events.
Right.
So that's the focus right now. Obviously, you want to get the most points in nationals, so But I'm glad E2 is out there. He is pushing me. Same with Thiago from Incarnate Word. So, props to those guys. Thanks for pushing me.
Yeah, I'm sure they're watching this and they're like, okay, now we got to get in and train just as hard as Nick because he's motivated too. I know college graduation's a year or two away, but what are you studying and what kind of career plans do you have in mind?
Right now I'm studying econ with a minor in business. And at this point in my life, I really don't know what I'd like to do. I know I want to help people, and I can see myself being like a swim coach or doing something with swim. I do love the pool. I love being around it. I love the investment that you get in helping with other people, seeing them drop time or just getting stronger, faster, etc. But, at the end of the day, I just want to know that I'm making a difference in someone's life, helping them out a little bit. So, sorry I can't answer the question completely for you, but, at this point I just want to help people.
Well, like I said, you're just a junior. You got a while to figure it all out. And if coaching pulls you toward a career, that's great too. And if it's the business world, I'm sure it's going to be just as equally rewarding for you. It's good to know that you want to go out there and help people. And I mean, I think that's a good way to start thinking about what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nick, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations again on a great meet at the Arena Invite. We're looking forward to seeing how you progress through this season, and good luck at the NCAA Championships as well.
Thanks for having me, and best of luck. Go Tritons.
All right, thanks, Nick. All right, so that's Nick Korth joining us today in the Morning Swim Show. We hope all of you in the United States enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.